for tonight.
I like that. I have to remember to turn on the clock.
Do you have a clock that shows up on your screen?
No, I'm just gonna like put it on stopwatch down. I just have to remember to hit start.
Mm-hmm. What was that? I posted the picture, the advertisement, author spotlight or guest spotlight in the JKLM. I don't.
Of course. For you, the world. Or at least usually. Bio.
Hey friends, we're live.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into our very, very first show. We are JKLMprov, and we're presenting a show tonight called Improvisations on a Theme. Now, the theme is creativity, and what we're going to do over the next 4 weeks is talk to a variety of creative people about their creative jobs and their creative lives. On Thursday, February 4th, we will end this run of shows with author Lisa Clark O'Neill. She is a romance and mystery novel who has written lots and lots of books, far more titles than I have time to list right now. On Thursday, January 28th, Theresa Carle-Sanders, who has written the Outlander Cookbook 1 and the Outlander Cookbook 2. I've never read those books, but I've eaten some of the recipes and I like them a lot. Thursday, the 21st of January, Karen Cimms, a journalist and author, author of the Love and Madness series and other books. And tonight, for our opening show, we are introducing author Chen. John, you can come on. We're assuming you're giving a round of applause too. John is the author of Engaging Virtual Meetings and 50 Digital Team Building Games. John's actual career is Zoom, is teaching people and training people how to do what we're doing right now. So we'll hear about that in just a couple of moments. Now, if you've never seen an improv show, what normally happens in an improv show is we get an audience member to give us a suggestion, and then we do something based on that. But tonight, the suggestions are going to come from our guest. We're going to have an interview/discussion, and we're going to learn a bunch of amusing things about our guest and then turn that into improv. Now, we are not going to recreate those scenes. We're going to take inspiration from. So if he mentions socks or something else, we might show socks. We might talk about Socks the cat. We might do something else. We just don't know. And so for the next 45 minutes to an hour, you get to join in and watch what we come up with and learn something about being an author. So without further ado, we'll turn this over to Kate and to John and begin our show.
Fabulous. John, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so excited.
Thank you so much. Great having me here from Seattle, Washington. But does it really matter now?
I guess it really doesn't. You're right. I mean, who's really anywhere now? We all just exist in these rectangles. That's exactly. This is where we live now. Perfect. So Mark kind of gave you the heads up. We're just going to kind of ask you some questions and kind of talk about you, and then we're going to do some improv based on it. So the first kind of questions I want to talk about is you as a kid, your schooling. So how were you as a student?
How was I as a student? Well, actually pretty good. I got pretty good grades. My hometown is Stockton, California.
Okay.
It had the tagline, "Someplace Special."
Oh.
But it also is known for, I believe, remember the movie Colors? It was a gang movie. It was also the location of one of the first shootings after the movie that came out. So it's situated very close to Sacramento.
Okay.
But I grew up there. I went to Tokay High School. Graduated from there and had an illustrious I started skateboarding there, so I was kind of one of these rare breeds, which was I was an honors student, so I was getting like straight A's and other things, but I was also a punk rocker skateboarder.
I just threw away every question I had. Okay, first question, how did you get into skateboarding?
That's a good question. Let me think about it. I probably borrowed one of my brothers or sisters. So I'm the youngest of 5 kids through a span of about 10 years. And I borrowed one of the skateboards and, one of those you just keep doing it right in front of your house. And all of a sudden I actually got good enough. Later in life, I actually became a sponsored amateur skateboarder.
What? How? Wait. The show is going to be 4 hours. We got to stop everything. Okay. So you're an honors student. Like what kind of classes were you taking in high school?
Oh, you like algebra and
math. You were like a math.
I was one of those 800 kids. What's the highest on the SAT? Is 800, right? Something like that. I don't know.
I didn't take that test. I took it. Yeah. We'll go with that. Not because I'm not smart, because Illinois doesn't require it. So you were taking straight A's, like getting straight A's in all these hard classes, and then you were now when you say punk rock, like Like you were living your punk rock life? Like we were dressed like punk rock also?
So part of my broken childhood is, so I have a theme around my life, Kay, which is I've had these amazing worlds and then had them all completely destroyed and then have to rebuild them. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so for one of them was my parents got divorced. Which is like, you know, you're growing up as a kid and you see like, oh, we got this perfect thing. You got a mom and a dad. You got this cool house, right? We're going to school. And then the whole thing blew up. And so we started recreating it. And when that led to skateboarding. And then I started playing Renaissance guitar. So I know that one of your producer, right? You know, I played Renaissance guitar. It was great. I was actually pretty good. And then
laughing out of joy. This is a joyous laugh. So, okay, continue.
Then I started saying, oh, I want to play popular music. So I started playing, you know, pop songs or other things like that. And after that, then I went to electric guitar and then I started playing punk rock. And, you know, the best part around punk rock is because it's so much easier to write songs, right? It's just like you probably need to know 3 chords and write a bunch of words. And so all through my high school, I actually taught multiple of my friends to play. Many who play today still play today. And we formed bands together. And like this improv, that's kind of the teamwork, right? All of us actually came from diverse families, but we became our own family. And the band was one of the ways that we did it.
This is amazing. I have 100 other questions, but I'm going to open it up to any of my other letters. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh gosh, there's so much.
No,
whole bunches.
Heck, man.
No,
But quite honestly, I think we've got enough to go.
okay, cool. I think we have enough to go too. So, John, we now present to you your childhood.
Look, you continuously stop me, but not once did you, besides stopping me, did you stop yourself to ask, what led him to be a supervillain?
I think you're just evil at your core.
I found out when I was very young that I am good at taking over things. It started in my mother's womb. I took over that. It went to a sandbox, and then it went to the schoolyard, and then just went out of control from there. And you sit there high and resplendent with your cape and your justice.
That's right. You are the one that failed out of superhero school. You are the one that couldn't keep your attention on any one thing.
There's so many things to take over. I'm sorry, superhero, you couldn't understand that. Maybe I was ahead of my time. I don't know.
You're no brother of mine.
Guinevere.
Yes.
Guinevere.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about that performance that you just gave in front of the Renaissance Fair crowd.
Yes, Lancelot. What would you like to talk about?
The Renaissance Fair crowd, Guinevere,
Yes.
does not wish to hear Kiss. They wish
Listen.
to hear Renaissance songs.
Lancelot, do thou not want to party all night?
No, nor do I wish to rock and roll every day. We come to Renaissance fairs to escape the reality of the humdrum modern workaday world and to bring ourselves back into the joys and plenty of the 1300s.
Yes, the joys of not the mundane world. I mean, you don't think that the black and white makeup with my little flower head works? It's art, Lancelot.
Gwen, living
Yes.
through the plague was bad enough. People don't need to be reminded of COVID-19.
I think art imitates life, imitates Gene Simmons, Lancelot.
All right. Kids, now settle down. Settle down, everybody. Okay, so I know that you're tired of having little brothers and sisters. But your dad and I, we're going to have another baby. And we really want you to make this one feel welcome and part of the family. Can you do that for us?
I can snuggle its face with a pillow.
I can make it feel warm inside multiple blankets and then the fireplace.
See, that none of that's helpful.
I can leave it outside for the crows to eat.
No, Cindy, that's not helpful either.
I can push its binky farther into its mouth.
No, still not helpful. See, we want nurturing things. We want you to, involve the new baby in, playing with its toys.
Like a mace?
No, see, that's not helpful. Taking your daddy's mace off the wall will not be helpful to the new baby.
Hey, Mom, we used to be a set of sextuplets, and you know what happened. Why do you keep trying this?
Well, I'm so hopeful. I'm so hopeful that, that we can be a family again. I just want to be a family again.
Well, sure. Just stop having kids.
But that's how you get a family. And I just want us to be together. And I keep hoping that as you six grow older, I keep hoping that you'll mature a little bit.
Well, Mom, I got news for you. The other three are dead. They're not getting that over.
We killed them real good.
Like a family.
Like a family.
Like a family.
Red, 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 red.
Dude, you're killing my vibe.
Sorry.
I just got to practice the G chord. Once I solidify the G, all the power chords are done and all the babes are mine.
Maybe. All the best guitar players know A flat.
There's flats? I mean, yeah,
and,
flat.
And sharps.
I know flat. Flat is like when you play it quiet.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just kidding with you. I mean, every rock god as myself knows that you have G, you have C, you have D, and then there's other ones.
You got to have 4 chords to be a rock player.
You got to have 4 chords? Why do you have to have 4? 4? Why?
Because every once in a while a rock and roll song has 4 chords in it. You can't play nothing but 3 chords all the time. It's boring.
But I want to. It's the power chords, man. That's what the internet said. And then I get all the ladies. G, A, C. No, not A. D, no. Flat is quiet. Sharp is which one? Just real quiet. I turn it down.
It's just louder.
All right, and that's scene. John, come back on. That was exactly your childhood, right?
Exactly. I just chatted in the line there. This explains a lot.
It does? Hold on. I'm going to look now. No. Oh, your brother owns a Kiss pinball machine? Excuse me. Wow. All right.
Art does imitate life.
Art imitates life.
Every Kiss member, Kay.
Yeah, I am. My mind is blown. My mind is blown. All right. Well, we have to leave your wonderful childhood full of Renaissance guitars and punk rock. And I'm also going to not choke. Cool. I'm back. So we're going to talk about now how, like, your post high school life, college, trade school, your first job. So how did you get into this business?
Actually, Why
Yep.
don't you tell us what the business is first? Because people aren't really going to believe what you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I don't.
So I have a company called GeoTeaming, and pre-pandemic, I used to do team building. Remember that team building thing that we used to do? We could go around, we could touch each other and do things to become a better team. Yeah, thank you, Al. And so, so I've been doing that and use technology and adventure to do that. And so actually, did I get it right? 9 years ago, now I guess it's 10 years ago, I wrote a little first book, and it was called 50 Digital Team Building Games. And I've been trying to get people online, I've been online for now 35 years. And really the last 10, I've been trying to do that. And everyone said, that's a great idea, John, but here's some money for your face-to-face event. We'll see you in Orlando until March last year. And so what I did is I took all those, and in March, I lost 15 of my face-to-face programs, right? A lot of people lost a lot of business. So what I put a class on called Virtual Team Building, and the class kind of went viral. I taught over 4,000 people around the world how to make these virtual meetings. Now, I'm going to show you a little something here. This is what I'm sitting. This is what you can't see on the other side of the screen.
What?
That's right. And what I love to tell too people is this is my number one speaking tip. And I think all of you are already doing it, but I'd love to show you this part only because it's funny. Here we go. Number one speaking tip.
Yes. What? Oh my gosh.
Okay, the tip is stand up.
Tip is stand up. That's a great tip. That's fantastic. So you started in so you've kind of known that this was coming for a long time. This has been your jam for a while.
I was trying to get people here to the party, and everyone's like, you don't have to travel. You could meet as a team. You could have dinner with your kids and your family and your dog, right? And they're like, nope, not going to do it, right? And now they're all like, wow, John, why are you so good at this? I don't know.
Wow. Okay. So when your first book was called The Team Building Game. So when you started doing some online things, was it mainly for team building purposes? Is that what people would hire you for?
Yeah, so remember our good friend, the ropes course, and you fall in each other's arms. And I say there was an electronic equivalent, and that you can get the same things. You can really get people to communicate and trust each other more and do it on technology. And a lot of the early people, especially the early team builders who were kind of the Birkenstock crowd, you know what I mean? They got a little touchy-feely. And they would just say, not going to happen, right? I don't want to connect with people over my phone. And now look, you're probably watching this on your phone.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, whoever would have, we would have told people that this was going to be the norm 12 months ago, we probably would have gotten looked at like we're crazy, but here we are. Awesome. And you said you've taught you've taught 4,000 people.
Yeah, or more. And probably, so I'm also producing shows. So this is what I use this setup for, is programs like this and others, people's conferences and meetings. I help them produce that because if you've known recently, it's not always easy to hit the right buttons in Zooms, right? So here's one of my favorite signs. Hold on, I think. Oh, yes. This is a sign I have to use all the time.
Yes.
Right? Nothing worse than, your big boss keynote speaker comes up and it's their turn and they start doing this. Yeah. So avoiding that. So there's a lot of planning that goes in that. And then the production, you have a producer and, knowing how to push all the buttons and most importantly, doing it at the right time. I think that's really been the key. Because a lot of people know how to do this, but to do it on the right time is nothing worse than losing your toolbar going, how do I stop sharing this screen? I have no idea where the red button went, right? It's just
yes. That. And we've all been there, or at least some virtual teachers have been there where kids go, you're still sharing, and you go, whoops. Awesome. Yeah. Anybody have any other questions for this round?
Yeah. Are you more bothered, and I don't know what the right word is, bothered, offended, irritated by people who use Zoom or other virtual meeting software badly, like being on mute, not knowing that their camera's on or off, bad etiquette, or are you more bothered by people who just still hate this completely?
I'm most bothered by bad presenters. right? I don't mind so much that you're on mute or other things, but because I have this whole like stick I do with it now, going, it's not your fault, right? Like if you're talking on mute, even I've done it. Like after 35 years of practice, I can still talk on mute. So I think there's something broken in the system. So I like to say on that first part, it's not your fault. And what I do find completely annoying though is boring speakers who haven't practiced, people who don't know how to speak on camera, or they come on here and they haven't like checked their audio, right? So you get like this very far tinny, I can't hear you, or even worse, they just haven't fixed their internet and they freeze in the middle of their the most awkward of places. One of my friends actually does that. That's one of the things tricks we play on each other, is to like pretend like we freeze on each other all the time. So yes, that's probably the most annoying thing to me, is that people who just didn't put the work into it to just be, even okay, right? And just like the presentations that are completely boring when they don't need to be that way. There.
No, great. That's a good answer. Any other questions on that topic? Awesome. All right. Well, now we present to you, John, your professional life.
Hey, is anybody here?
Huh?
Because I dialed in like 10 minutes ago, and is this the meeting?
Well, what meeting?
Alcoholics Anonymous, right? Because I'm going to be anonymous because I won't turn my camera on. Is that all right?
We see that it says your name is Jeff. Are you Jeff?
Well, if you can see my name, I might as well turn my camera on too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Kelly?
Sorry.
What,
Jeff?
Is this how I do it?
Mom?
Well, this is embarrassing.
I actually was just like looking online, and I just clicked on a link because it said join now. I'm not.
Oh, stop it. I saw you throwing them back at Christmas. I thought it was just that one night.
You're not supposed to tell people it's anonymous.
Brother, sister, and mom, we know each other.
I know.
It's there.
Mom?
What?
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 You what? Don't want me. I'm wanting you. Why are you here?
Because I'm an alcoholic, okay?
And have been since before we were born. I think that's the reason why both of us are addicted.
Wait, speak for yourself. I just clicked a link. I'm glad Mom can admit that she has an issue. I'm glad that you can admit that you have an issue. Some of us just click on links that actually, this is a mistake. It wasn't even meant to be in my email.
Just clicked on a link. Well,
Yeah.
How did you even see that link? You know how you have to see that link? You have to be part of the Facebook group of Al-Anon.
I signed up for a lot of coupons. I think it was a coupon link.
Jesus?
Yes?
Jesus, Jesus, you were on mute. Well,
that explains a lot.
Jesus, it shouldn't take me and 11 other people to. How are you supposed to get? Yes. Thank you, Judas. We've established the point. Look, how are we supposed to get your message out to the people if they just see your mouth moving?
Why do you think I have 12 of you?
But you're the main focus, Jesus. I mean, look, fish and loaves, walking on water, that's all great, but if they can't hear you, kind of a moot point.
So to speak, right?
So to speak. Look,
I thought by teaching you 12 that you would then, go tell others. That's how.
And we have, and we do it not on mute, Jesus. But we all look to you. I mean, you're the standard bearer. You're the cross bearer of this, really.
Oh, you had to bring that up, did you?
Sorry.
Okay, friends, gather around. It's time for team building. Team building. I know we're so excited. I have a great challenge for you today. Are we ready, team?
Yes.
I see that you're very excited. Okay, last week we did the trust fall. The week before that, we put ourselves in order by birthday, and then we did it by middle name, and you couldn't talk, right? It was exciting, and it was like high stakes. So I had to Google something more high stakes for this week. Are you ready for your challenge?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
I have set one of your houses on fire.
Ooh.
Oh.
And now it's your job to figure out who and put it out before it destroys everything you own. Go.
Oh.
Well, I think the first thing we should do is appoint a leader.
Oh, I just got a text. The smoke alarm has gone off. It's gone off.
Cindy, I can't see you. It's kind of dark in your house. Are you okay?
Oh, I didn't think it would get the second level that quick. Cindy.
Cindy?
Cindy.
Cindy?
Cindy.
All right. Cindy's not participating, so I think we should just throw her out. And so we need somebody to record, right? That's always the first thing in a team sort of
Yes,
thing.
we need a recorder. We need a recorder.
Okay. Cindy.
Cindy.
Nobody wants to be the recorder, so unless you'd want it to be you, you better say something. Okay, Cindy's the recorder.
It's
Cindy's the
Cindy.
recorder.
It's Cindy. Okay.
So, what do you think we should do first? Just look around and see if we can find a fire?
Oh, I'm a facilitator. I'm not talking.
Like that's one of your 5 senses, right?
Fire? Finding it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
look
Look around.
Yeah.
Cindy, you got anything? Cindy's the weak link in this group, man.
And that's scene. Oh, so John, oh my God, so dark, so quick. Oh no, John, can I ask a very serious question? You have never set a house on fire to build team morale?
Oh, no, you did not ask this question. Hold on a second.
If there's nothing funny, don't go there.
You can plead the fifth.
So it's a revealed childhood story that I was playing with lighter and toilet paper, paper towels in my house and almost lit my mom's house on fire.
What? Okay, wait. Again, changed everything I was going to ask you. How old?
Probably 11 to 12.
Great. And you just had a lighter and what was it?
Paper towel.
Okay, and what happened?
Yeah, the paper towel lit on fire and then dropped onto the carpet and then kept going.
Oh my God. So what did you do?
Me and my sister put it out in time.
Like, did you get a fire extinguisher or how did you put it out?
I think we got to use, I think it was a blanket-ish kind of, use something like that.
Oh my God. Was there damage?
Yes, but not extensive. Like we got it early enough that I don't think we had to cut any of the carpet out.
Oh my God.
But
wow.
It was a prospect. If you ask any of my brothers and sisters, especially the one who was there, they're like, "You almost burned the house down."
we are finding a lot of truth through comedy today, I see. Speaking of things that are on fire, it seems like this tech world is on fire because of COVID. And I feel like you were an innovator of also right on point when that showed up. You were ahead of this before. You said you saw this coming for years and you were like, friends, like jump on board. What do you think where are we going to be in 10 years? If you had to make a prediction, where are we going to be?
I had to write the last chapter in the book. I had to end up rewriting, and it was a little bit around this. And if it keeps projecting like this, our good friends AR and VR, right, augmented reality, which is actually already happening. I don't know if you've ever been on a Zoom call and somebody says something about a topic or something. If you've got another screen on the side, you just look it up. And I've always thought that I actually talked about this 10 years ago. What if you had a pair of glasses like Google Glass, didn't quite make it, but if somebody started talking about things and it was feeding you information, it was actually augmenting, making your life better because you were learning some things around that. So that's augmented reality. And that's possibly, again, the VR thing has a shot. VR is like less than 1% of people are still using it, but there's a killer app around there somewhere, right? It's kind of like electricity. The light bulb's the killer app. Right, we had communication, and then the phone became like the app, right? And so I believe that something like that is going to come to the killer app of virtual reality, because if we're stuck like this, then what's not to allow you to be anywhere in your own house in some kind of environment where you can be there? And I did hear of a conference recently. It was all executives, and I guess it was paid enough that every executive got sent a VR headset. And certain of the parts of the conference, you put a VR headset, and it was like everybody was there.
Wow.
I know, wow, right?
So that's, you thinking like within, the next 10 years or whatever, that's where we're going to be, where it's just not going to be on the screen. Like we're going to be having like additional pieces of technology or additional apps.
I got to do this one. Let's see if I can find this here. It's this one. Give me half a second. See if I can do the right one. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, this one. The other one that I said is like, what if you actually could have a real holodeck in your friggin' house, right? And that you fool yourself. So some of these things that you can do here are like this. I have a friend who has, he's been working on his green screen. He said he put about 2,000 hours in it. I'll show you a preview. I'm about to do it. And by the end of next month, I'll be able to walk to the back of that point there, right? So I can already show you, I can get this far now. So now I can actually walk like, hey, thank you for my television studio. Now I'm going to show you some stuff about nature, right? And so I think that's part of it. And so again, what if you had the holodeck in your house, you stepped into some crazy room, and then you really felt like you were transported somewhere? It's possible, maybe, who knows?
Wow. That's cool. I mean, that would be very cool in 10 years. And I bet you we are going to look back in 10 years and be like, no way.
So there is a factoid. Twilio, another company, did some research and said the pandemic advanced information technology by 7 years.
Oh, really?
We've jumped 7 years in the future because all this stuff was here, but everyone's like, let's delay that. We're not going to like implement that for everybody. And now it's all here. It was like 7 years, like jump forward 7 years.
7 years. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anybody else have any questions?
Is that why everything now feels like it's post-apocalyptic? Because we're now 7 years in the future?
Totally. Without getting into politics, totally.
Any other questions? Yes, Lori.
Yeah, like a holodeck in your house. Have you ever watched an episode with the holodeck? Because the holodeck tends to take over.
Yeah, and if you've seen Ready Player One, right, the side effects of some of these things that could happen if we live in this virtual world. You're already seeing it. People are already getting Zoom fatigue, right? It's like I said, when I made this thing, first I said, if this is my world, that's why I got 6 screens, because then, look, I'm just going to take all of my visual space and fill it up. But the inverse of that is that weird things can happen. People can go to the virtual world and never come back, because they like it more. I liked Ready Player One, and there's another sci-fi movie I think I'm watching that has that same premise where I think the premise is like 60% or more of the planet checked out of the real world and to stay in the virtual world.
All right, I might be changing my mind. I was like team technology, and then it just went like here. Now I'm like here. Wow. Anybody else have any questions that will ruin technology for me?
Elle's fault.
It's Lori's fault. It's Lori's fault. All right. If not, we now present to you John's vision for the future.
Sweetie, can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk, but you're gonna have. I'd prefer if we do it, not face to face. Is that all right? I have the feeling you're going to give me bad news, so I'd really like to be in my happy place.
That's I'm glad you are in your happy place. I mean, it's gonna be a tough conversation. Look, I've told you.
Hang on a moment. Hang on. I'm adjusting the temperature. Where was that place that we went on our second honeymoon? By the beach.
Samosas?
Right. That was a good day.
But I know I need you, sweet. I need you here and now. I mean, it's most of
Wait,
the night.
hang on. The birds are a little too loud.
Are you sure it's the birds you're looking at? I don't know. I can't see what you're seeing right now.
Just because she walked past in that bikini had no reason. I wasn't looking at her. It was just a really nice day. It was our second honeymoon. I'm sorry.
You know what I find fascinating? In this era of technology, there's a technology to edit something out of a memory. It's strange that you didn't do that.
You cannot edit Carol out.
Oh, her name. You've given her a name.
I didn't give her a name. She's Carol Williamson. She lives on 231 West Elm Street in Maryland. Her address is right there. I can see it.
Wait. Oh, please don't tell me you're doing a Google Earth of her house, sweetie.
I don't have to.
Hi.
We've been Facebook friends for years.
Jerry, it's Carol.
Hey, Carol.
How are you?
Just fine, except, Susan won't shut up.
Hi, Susan. Hi. Sorry.
She can't see you. You're
Okay.
just you're in my helmet.
Okay, great. Because I'm really getting kind of creeped out by you, Jerry.
Well, you shouldn't have upgraded to 3.0.
I can't help it. It's an automatic upgrade. It happens overnight. You know this.
I like that shampoo you're using. It's nice.
Hey, friends. I can see you on my glasses. It's like you're here. It's like I see you on this rim and I see you on that rim. Is there somebody else that is there somebody in the house with you?
With me? I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's a figure. You're staring. You just looked at him. He's right there. Yes. You're pointing at him.
I don't see any. There's no one here.
What? Did you lose a man that's name starts with a J?
Oh
my God, these glasses.
My Jeremy, you're seeing my Jeremy.
Oh my God, I didn't know these glasses off a Wish would do all of this. Hang on. He's showing me more. Okay. He's showing me a sign of water. Is that, does water mean anything to you?
He
water?
liked to drink water.
He liked to drink water. Oh my God, these glasses are, wait, oh, okay. Was there love? Does love mean something to you? Love?
We're in love.
Oh my gosh. These glasses can show
Jeremy talking to you?
He's showing me symbols. I mean, these glasses can do everything. What, Jeremy? Yeah. Oh, do you remember that he had money? Does money mean something to you?
He had a bank account.
Excellent. Oh, you know what? He's showing me numbers. But I can't make. Do numbers mean something to you? Like numbers?
Is it 52?
Huh? Is there more?
52 years old.
Oh, he's 52 years old. Yeah, okay. But there's also numbers. There's probably maybe like 10 with a dash. Do numbers mean anything to you? Numbers?
That was the starting two numbers of his social security number.
Was 52, cool. And then
Kernak.
Yes, master.
See. Fire, Kernak. Fire will be big hit.
Fire good.
Fire very good, Kernak. It's going to be, its fire is going to take off. There's warmth. You can see things when you can't normally see things, Kernak.
And cook meat.
And cook meat, spit roast, Kernak.
Best technology ever.
Kernak, fire will allow allow our enclave, our tribe to survive. And so many others.
And others.
Well, I mean, it's,
You want to share technology with others?
well, I mean, we can't keep Karnak. What? This selfish streak. We can't keep fire to ourselves.
For a Neanderthal, you very, very progressive.
I believe this. Look,
Karnak,
fire.
Graka want to change fire for tire.
Yes. Fire is yours.
Graka give you tire. You give Graka fire.
Fair trade.
Don't
Karnak.
do it. Don't do it. We
Karnak,
have fire.
Tire.
We live, they die. We take over their stuff. Then we have the tire.
We could use tire to make more fire.
Use tire. Take fire. New place.
Fine.
Thank you.
It's like I aged overnight. I mean, I go to
age overnight.
my bones are brittle. You know what I did last night? I was up until 2 a.m. and I woke up and there was a cane next to my bed. I didn't put a cane there.
Granny,
What's happening?
Granny,
What's happening?
Granny, it's
What?
okay. It's okay.
Not okay.
You've had a cane for a long time now, Granny.
Charlotte, I used to be young.
I know, Granny. Tell me about it. Tell me.
They say that time marches on, but sometimes it feels like you age 7 years a night. And then you forget what you did yesterday. When did I get a cane? I don't have a cane. What's this cane?
Granny, I think you said 7 years overnight.
Yeah.
Granny, you're living in dog years.
What?
You're living in dog years. 7 years for one.
Are you insulting your grandmother?
No. I'm just saying that if you can age like dog years,
Yeah.
maybe we can figure out a way to give you a cat's 9 lives,
I don't hate that.
right?
Well, that's it. That's it. We're done. The career is over. The industry is shut down. We might as well chuck the whole thing. Holodeck 2.0 came out yesterday, midnight. I know all of our students were just standing, waiting in line for it, which means we're never going to see them again.
I'm gonna go on a limb and assume this new version doesn't feature Riker playing the trombone.
Who cares what it does? I mean, teaching is the whole point. They won't be here, so they're going to live in there. I mean, the cell phones were bad enough.
That's
Them walking along, bumping into stuff. You know, I got hit 14 times last year from a kid who was driving and texting at the same time, like he's never even heard of hands-free, and they're just jumping right ahead to, I'm going to throw myself into virtual reality.
Well, I mean, they say when things change, you have to change with it. I mean, teachers aren't completely irreplaceable, are they?
You remember the smart glass phase?
Yeah.
Trying to give a test. All the kids are sitting there with their glasses going, A, C. They don't know the answer. The glasses are giving it to them. They don't remember their locker combinations, but the glasses will tell them.
Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't even think those holodecks are capable of feeding them. They're going to eat holographic food, not realizing they're starving to death. Society is done.
What a great ending for that. Society is done. Excellent. John, I don't know if you could cut. We have your I don't even know. Oh, you're in a field. That's fancy. Oh my, and look, oh my gosh. I'm back on technology side. It just went this way again. I like it because it's pretty. I love it. All right, excellent. So John, you have written 2 books, correct?
2 books.
Okay. Do you have any want to ever write any more books?
You know, I think it's a good idea. For the research that my book friends tell me, they said a book life has about 18 months. And so you really kind of need to write another one. So I've actually started writing another book. So that's
Oh, does it have a name? Or do you have a subtitle if you don't want to give the name?
No, I believe actually the next book will be called Virtual Team Building. The funny part is that this book actually started out to be virtual team building. And then I worked a 200-person conference with Microsoft, was telling stories to my publisher. And he goes, I think we got to change the name of the book. And here's one of the reasons why. While probably 10 to 20% of you might care about, team building on virtual, all of you have to care about virtual meetings now. So we changed the title of the book. Yep.
Got it. Okay, so your next book is probably going to be virtual team building, you said? Will probably be the ish. Okay, so I am going to give you 15 seconds to tell us everything we need to know in that book. And then we are going to improvise the book for you so you don't even have to write it. Ready? Go.
Okay, you really need to know that you need 4 things. Number 1, you all have to have the same goals, right? Another 2, you have to have the same rules, right? Next thing, you have to have the same rhythm, which is working together. And if you can do that, you will actually create amazing results. That's virtual team building in 15 seconds.
That was like exactly 15 seconds. Awesome. All right. Well, John, you helped us out so much because you came today. So we're going to help you out. Here is verbatim going to be your book on virtual team building.
Chapter 1, setting goals. So what do we want to do? I mean, it's got to be something good, right?
Preferably.
Probably.
So something dynamic, something important, something exciting, something earth-shattering. That's what our goal has to be, earth-shattering. Ooh,
So
atomic bombs in the core.
Earthquakes or
Yeah,
volcanoes?
earthquakes, typhoons, blow the whole planet up. God can start over. How about that?
It's pretty,
You're not very excited.
I was thinking more like Chipotle for lunch, but I mean, that's cool too.
Ooh, Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I mean, that would be a change. That's a change from what we usually get.
Yeah.
Fast food made fresh, yeah. I mean, now that they've gotten rid of that problem. But yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, goal, Chipotle for lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
I
a
like
great
it.
idea.
I like it. So, okay, so we're all on the same page with that then. So,
Yeah.
Yep. So it's 8:05. So
Yeah.
we've got almost 4 hours. Well, 3.5 hours before we can sneak out of here for lunch. But so do we just report that or something?
I think
To
there's
management?
there's probably like a goal sheet. You maybe fill out some objectives and turn it in.
Oh, goal number 2, find the goal sheet.
ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. Look, I was going to bring it up to Mr. Columbus, but I'll keep it amongst ourselves.
That's
We're
probably
never
for the
going to
best.
reach the new world.
Hey, relax. We will reach the new world. Chris
I'm
said
the only
so.
one rowing right now. You joking now? He's okay. See.
Fine.
Hey,
What?
who's the new guy? I mean, we haven't been in a port for 6 weeks.
I don't know.
Where did he even come from?
Did-
You know what? It doesn't matter. We have a job to do.
Wait.
As long as he's doing it, he's part of the team.
That's right. What should we call him though? Jose. We'll call him Jose.
Jose.
All right, sure.
hey guys, I heard that your team needs the same rhythm, so they have hired a drum circle leader to introduce rhythm to your team. My name's Candace. I teach drum circling.
So you teach drum circling.
Yeah.
So what can you teach us about rowing?
Well, I'm just saying that, like, the ad for your professional development said we all need to get on the same rhythm, and I'm all about the rhythm.
Okay. Well, see, this is a workshop for personal trainers
Fine.
for the rowing machine.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't think drums and rowing machines have anything in common?
Not really, no.
They do. Look at this drum. It's made of materials. The same way a rowing machine is made out of materials. And they operate in very the same way. I think I'm going to nail this presentation. Just bring them in. I'm going to teach them how to get on the same rhythm.
Okay, everyone, come on in.
1, 2, 3.
That was a good try.
Okay, why am I the only one demonstrating the rowing machines?
Where are the drums that they said would be provided? There's not drums?
There are no drums. We're not drummers.
Hey, we don't have money for drums, so if everybody can just beat on their head, that'd be great.
How are we supposed to beat on our head and demonstrate the rowing machine at the same time?
I don't care. I'm management. Just figure it out.
Fine. Give us
There are 4 keys to success. Everybody repeat with me. 4 keys
to success.
Number 1. Be successful.
Be successful.
Be successful.
Number 2. Never stop being successful.
Never stop.
Never stop being successful.
Number 3. Repeat 1 and 2.
Number 3.
3.
Repeat
Keep
1 and 2.
And number 4. Just do it.
Wait, that's
4. Just do it.
just do it is trademark.
4 keys. That's all there is to it. Now, where's my check?
We can't use that
Why can't? Why?
because
Sure.
just do it is trademarked by
Ah,
Nike.
shoot. What about I'm loving it?
That's McDonald's.
Have it your way. Number 4, have it your way.
Burger King,
Number 4, eat fresh.
Subway.
Number 4, we're gonna just draw a red circle inside a bigger red circle.
That's Target.
This sucks. And that's scene. Oh, John, no, John was gonna save it. John, how are you gonna save it? Do it.
Where's the beef?
That's Wendy's.
Excellent. Well, John, we thank you so much. I hope that our version of your book is helpful for you.
It will have every tagline that can sell imaginable in the world.
And all we want is an author byline,
Done.
a writing credit.
JKLM, done.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been JKLM. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up. And also share a round of applause for our very, very first guest, John Chen, author of Engaging Virtual Meetings and 50 Digital Team Building Games. Round of applause for Improductions LLC and Nelson Velasquez for hosting us tonight and producing for us. If you like this show or others, you can look for facebook.com/Improductions LLC for other shows, The Grid on Saturday nights, Love and Improv and Cheaper Than Marriage Counseling on Friday nights, and now for the next 3 weeks, us as well. And finally, we're planning on doing this in the future too. So we're finishing out January. February, we'll take the month off and retool, and we'll come back in March again for new shows. which means we need new guests. So if you are a creative person engaged in a creative job and you would like to be a guest like John was, hit us up on Facebook, JKLMprov. Tell us what you do, and we will get back in touch with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been JKLMprov together, but individually we are
John.
Kate.
Lori.
Mark and John Chen. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the show.